James Meadours.
All right. Tell us a little bit about something that you're proud of in your life.
Oh God, I have a lot of things. Um, I think one of the things I'm proud of the most is I decided to took a risk in 1992, moved from a trailbed group home in Oklahoma to my own place, and that was one of the proudest moments. But the other one was, I say, about between 1999 to 2001 was when I was the president of the National Self-Advocacy Group.
So tell us what's your disability, James?
I'm a person with an intellectual disability.
Tell us a little bit about your childhood and what it was like, James.
Uh, my typical, my childhood probably is a lot different from everyone else because when I was a kid, um, a young child, um, I did not realize I was different until when I went to public school. Because when I was in public school in Louisiana from kindergarten to fifth grade, I went to like 4 different schools. And one of the things I was so hurtful in the fifth grade class, I was in a second grade adapted PE class. Because one time, a well-known quarterback, Archie Manning, was the quarterback of the Saints. Of course, I love the Saints, but I got stuck to play a game with the second grade class. And the game we probably remember is Duck Duck Goose. And I was very hurtful when I heard Archie Manning was throwing the passes to the 4th and 5th graders, and I was able to meet him or get his autograph. And the most hurtful thing was I like the Saints, but I wasn't able to do that. And they say I need that class because they thought I need more supervision instead of because they're afraid I may break my bones or hurt myself. But you could hurt yourself when you play Duck Duck Goose too. You could twist your ankle or something went wrong. But it made me sad.
Cool. All right, James. What do you do for work? What's your job?
My job is I work for an organization called Advocacy Inc. Advocacy Inc. is the protection advocacy organization of Texas. I've been with them about 5 years now, and to help and strengthen the self-advocacy movement, and also to help and support people with disabilities to understand more about the voting process, how to learn how to access to the polls, or help them to get support when someone turned them away to have the right to vote. And also, my other job is also one of the new projects I've been doing it. Oh, guys, I've been doing it the last 4 years. Plus, during the time I was working at the art, was also I got involved with a domestic violence group here in Austin.
All right, you want to talk a little bit more about your slot cars now?
Sure. The first 2 races, I met a guy named Scott. At first, I was cautious because I didn't want him to take advantage of me because it happened before when I was in Louisiana. But I felt comfortable. My comfort zone felt comfortable. And now me and Scott travel together. And Scott is like a mentor to me and teach me how to make my car run faster. And the last race was this past weekend. Just a pickup race at the San Antonio track because the league is race around Texas. But we do, the guys in San Antonio, we do a race like every Saturday night.
What goals do you have for your future, James?
But my main goal is someday I want to work in Washington, D.C. And the group I want to work for is called Administration on Development Disabilities. And they fund different programs like Texas A&M, University of Texas, the DD Council here in Texas, and Advocacy Inc. It's the three sister organizations in Texas, but in Texas we have more than one center in Texas. That's why I said Texas A&M.
Yeah.
And my goal is someday I want to work at this office and try to create policy and to make programs more innovative. Not just people in my generation, but also people in the youth movement, because it's so important to get the youth involved, because that's one of the other things I'm so grateful for Texas A&M let me get involved with is the YLF group, because they are the next generation of leaders. Some of them could be me someday and could reach the stars what they want, because I'm the voice of yesterday. But the youth of today someday be the voices of me, of their generation.
Yeah. What's some advice you have for parents with children with disabilities?
Really let them to dream. Let them have aspirations. Really take the time to get to know them. This the other thing parents need to do is encourage people to grow. Not let them do the same old thing, but try to encourage them to dream big or dream small, but really to support them and to reach their ultimate goals. And also to know to let go or to walk away, to say, I'm afraid. If someone's afraid, you should instead tell them, oh no, you cannot do it, but instead give them love and encouragement. It's alright to be afraid of families who are afraid. To admit them to their loved ones and say, I'm afraid. And it be run more smoothly.